when you have children longing for fathers, and no fathers are around because the fathers have been in one or another way destroyed. And so the children gather together. One of the phenomena is they can gather together in gangs, or they can feel frightened and immature, scared, you see, because everybody is frustrated and angry, or large numbers of people frustrated and angry and fighting. And so therefore I have to defend myself. You see, but we have to go back and look at what is that cause? What is the causation?
My boy, man. I remember being his age, just having that freedom. Once you were on your bike, you're around your friends, just the world was your oyster. And it's good to see him just be as free as he wants to be. Do you know what I mean? Especially in the world where, you know, it's a bit crazy for children right now, especially young black boys, just watching him just be free and just like do his own thing, not a care in the world. Won't be like that for long, but you know, while he's young, he needs to enjoy it, man. Because I remember the exact same time.
You're supposed to be here for him. You get off my back. You think I want this? It just happened. Now, when Will was a baby, I was scared. Cut the crap, all right? Cut it. Because I've been there. But I didn't run out on my family. I was there every day for them because that's what a man does. Fine, Philip. You happy? Now, you gonna tell Will or not? I'm not gonna do your dirty work for you.
Did you ever want to meet your dad? Did you ever? See, you know what's funny? My mom...
I met him. I knew him until I was like 6.
Oh, that's worse. I never knew. So I think that's when if you know them a little bit and then they're gone, that sucks.
It's important for me, as a black father, to be there. I grew up without a black father around, you know, and it affected me. And I ain't really trying to have the same thing happen to my son. So I'm very cognizant of the fact that I do not want history to repeat itself. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to make history repeat itself, and for the cycle not to continue, I'm gonna have to take a conscious effort. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people grow up without a father and repeat the cycle. Do you get what I'm saying? I had so many ill feelings towards my dad, growing up, because he weren't there for me. I'm not even trying to let my son have those same feelings towards me. It's mad. I don't think I could live with myself, if I'm honest, if my son felt about me the same way I felt about my dad.
But I also want to address this, which a lot of people don't talk about. How often is that black father or father in general reaching out, trying to get access to his kids, and because you're dealing with an ex-wife, girlfriend, mother of your child, fiance, who's now bitter and hostile and angry because the relationship is no longer, who's going above and beyond to use that resentment to block access from the father getting to the child?
I speak to black men all the time, and a lot of the times that men don't get to see their children is because of some kind of bitter split from the mother of their child. I don't know, it's such a cliche. It's just like people that use their child as a weapon. Do you know what I mean? Because I know a lot of black men who would probably like to be closer to their children. Do you know what I mean? But, you know, a lot of women make it harder because of, you know, hurt feelings or, I don't know, feeling a certain way about the father. And I just think it's just a shame, man. Like, I think a lot of children are going to grow up, or a lot of children do grow up thinking that they had a father that didn't care. And it's not that they had a father that didn't care, they had a father who was kept from them by their own mother. And it's not until they get older that they've lost so many years and, you know, they can't get them back. I think both black men and women need to get a little bit more mature in certain situations, you know, and realize that it's about the children more so than it is about their feelings. It's about the child's feelings. Because there's a lot of children out there that think that their father doesn't like them, but they probably do. It's just that, you know, their mother's making it very difficult for the father to see them.
Community and the private sector this year on a campaign to encourage strong parenting and fatherhood, because what makes you a man is not the ability to make a child, it's the courage to raise one.
Let me see your tire. Right, we're gonna have to change that soon.
Why?
Because it's gonna come off soon. So I don't want this rubbing on the tire. So I will change it when we get on. You see, just things like that. Just things like that. Like, I never had my dad around to like fix a tire or, you know what I mean, help me with a bike. And it's crazy, there's a lot of like young black boys out there right now who need that. And I mean, I've got to take care of my own. I'd love to be able to take care of like 100 of them. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know, when it comes to that community stuff, I just think, you know, mentors and stuff like are very much needed within like the black community. I've got to look after mine first, and I've got to make sure, you know, like he's okay. But listen, man, the amount of young black boys who need a father out there or need some kind of mentor, like the statistics will tell you, mate. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I just want older black men who do have young black boys to just really think about the cycle that they're continuing, because it's not good at all.
What would you want your father to know about how he broke your heart?
I'd want him to know that the pain that he made me feel by choosing to not be there is a pain that you cannot, there's no other pain like it. It affects you in every way possible. And so I'd want him to know that his choices affected other people. When you chose to leave me, it was like unlike any pain that I've ever felt. And in spite of that, I am the best man that I can be.
Somebody. There you go.
Smile. I am strong.
I am beautiful.
I am smart. I am blessed. I can do anything. I am smart. I am blessed. I can do anything. I am smart. I am blessed. I can do anything.
So you remember I told you, yeah, that I grew up without my dad?
Yeah.
Do you remember I told you that? So what do you think it's like not to grow up with a dad?
It's really sad because when you don't know when you have a dad, you're like your mom already knows before you were born. And
What do you think how do you think you'd feel if you never had a dad?
I feel really left out.
Left out. That's how I felt. When I was growing up and I never had a dad, I felt left out. So that's why you need to know that I'm not going to leave you. Never going to leave you. So I'm always going to be here for you. And you ain't got to worry about not having me around. Yeah?
Yes, Daddy.
All right.
A lot has been said about fathers not being there for their children. I am not one of them, and I refuse to be one of them. And I do not surround myself with men who do not know how to take responsibility for their children. We are not all deadbeats, we're not all criminals. We are men who love our children. My son is everything to me. His energy, his innocence, his peace, his smile. Black men are going to have to raise this next generation of black boys because they need us. It's up to us to break the bad cycles. It's up to us to create a better future for our children. My son is worth it, and I hope all the men watching this realize that their children are worth it too. Be the light in their lives.